Welcome back to another episode of the Armchair Pundits. For those who are watching for the first time, thank you for watching. For those of you not watching for the first time, thank you for watching also. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share and comment. We appreciate the comments every week, and we will reply and we'll read out comments that we get on next week's show. It was a packed week. Not everyone played WSL this week. As you know, Arsenal were in the World Club Cup final, or World Championship final, whichever way you want to call it, and they've won that, but we'll discuss that later on. But we'll start off with the WSL, and we'll start off with what realistically was a good game. I was going to go for the big game of the weekend, but obviously we have Man United fan in here, and we have a Liverpool fan in here. So we'll kick it off there. And it went as you expected, if I'm being completely honest. It went as you expected. Manchester United women have defeated Liverpool's women 3-1 in a game that probably could have been 6 or 7-1, for being completely honest. Man United was really good. Listen, I'm not even going to criticise Liverpool. I thought we tried our hardest. We played well in spells, but Man U was too good for us. That's the long and short of it. Even the players they brought off the bench. We brought off some players off the bench that were okay. NDB came off the bench, and I knew striker Silic came off the bench, but what Man United had coming off was just far superior. And Jess Park,
quality player, man. I feel like she had a free role today as well, you know, because she was popping up everywhere, and you could see that, you know, she was desperate to just create something, get a goal. She had a couple of pot shots from distance. She was getting the ball into the box early, and her jinky-majinky, I think you spoke about it a few weeks back, James, that, you know, the way that she plays is just so kind of like, you know, nonchalant. It's just nonchalant. She just loves it. But was it Nalzen? She had her first start today and bagged the brace, and everyone celebrated with her, so that was great. But in the first half, it could have honestly have been 4, 5, or 6. Because we had some real good chances that were just not really put away. So I was surprised that, you know, when we came out of the first half at 0-0, I was like, boy, Liverpool are holding on with both hands.
We defended well. We defended well. When you look at the stats, because the stats are a weird one as well. Obviously, shots-wise, you dominated us, but possession-wise, it was 50-50. XG, you had 1.82, we had 1.56, so we were a threat. Total shots, you had 19, we had 8. You had 8 on target. You had as many targets as we had shots in game. That's telling. We had 3 shots on target, but even big chances. You had 3, we had 4 big chances. Obviously, missed 3 of them. So I say it could have been a lot more, but if I'm being honest, we could have got more than 1 goal. We probably should have. But when I say the scoreline, it's because our finishing isn't quite up to scratch. That's what it is. We're having opportunities, and we're not...
Even the goal that you scored was a little bit like, you know, it stumbled over the line almost. You had a couple of like 2 or 3 cracks at it.
Yeah. But listen, we're still a work in progress. We're not at the level that Man United are and that Man United are looking to achieve. But we're getting better and better. Listen, we've got a lot of injuries, a lot of key injuries as well. And players are coming back bit by bit. And we've signed 3 strikers, I think, in this little window. So hopefully that helps us. But Man United, really good team. Fighting for, do you think they'll get Champions League spot?
It's going to be a tough call. We have got Leicester City next. I think we'll do Leicester City. I don't think we've got a problem with that. But in terms of just how we've been performing, the last 5 games, I'd say, you know, if we can keep it up consistently, get the goals that we've been getting and be resolute in defence, I don't see why not. I really don't see why not. But yeah, it's top 3, innit? And you got Chelsea and Arsenal still floating around. To be honest, City are gone, so you can forget them. Spurs are even floating around as well, to be fair. But I don't know if Spurs are going to be able to keep up the run from now until the end of the season, to be fair to you.
When you look at it, look, you're on 28, Chelsea 27, Arsenal 26, along with Tottenham on 26. So it is.
It's tight, but Arsenal got a game in hand.
Yes,
they didn't play this weekend.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
So
But that game in hands against City, I can't imagine you're going to get anything there.
No, the game in hand, the game in hands against Leicester.
Yeah, he didn't play Leicester today. Yeah, sorry, Saturday.
Leicester.
Okay. Yeah, it's postponed on Saturday.
Yeah, I think we'll play City soon, and that's going to be difficult.
Is that next week?
That's your next match.
That's your next match.
Yeah,
that could seal it. I think Man City win that game. I think title is over, but it's nails in the coffin.
But they're 11 points clear. They're gone. Yeah. Even if they fall over twice, they'll still be able to get over the line.
Looking at the goals, as you said, Norsund. It's a weird way to say it. Norsund, 2 crisp finishes, and Rolfo, he always seems to come to bench and get a goal. Yeah. She gets a third and 87th minute to seal it. But listen, good for Mark Skinner, and we'll see where it takes us. So we move on to the next game. And the next game was Lyon's Tottenham. Or should we not? Yeah, we'll go to Lyon's Tottenham. Lyon's Tottenham, from a little, would you call it a dodgy patch? Last week's performance wasn't quite there. You've come out 2-1 win. West Ham gave you a bit of a fright.
They did. I thought it was going to be another Dr. Spurs weekend after gifting you guys a win last week. I thought it was going to be another one. We obviously went behind with a goal from Martinez. I think it was in the first few minutes of the game. And I think it's the first 10 minutes of the game. Yeah, first 10 minutes of the game. And it was against the run of play because pretty much Tottenham dominated most of the game. We had a lot of the possession, trying to probe. We had a lot of shots, but not many on target. But honestly, West Ham started well in terms of getting an early goal, and then I think Martinez almost assisted another one with a cross. Fortunately, the defender got there, but the 2 goals that Tottenham scored, Vinberg and Holt, were brilliant. Both long ranges, and honestly, type of goal that anyone would love to score. But I think for Tottenham, it was just the right response that we needed, especially after that disappointing loss to Liverpool, being that it was pretty much an injury time that we conceded both goals. I think it's really important that we rebounded and kept ourselves in the mix. I don't expect us to get Europe, but all the same, you want to get your wins against the teams who are considered to be weaker than you, and we have to keep doing that because we have got tougher fixtures going up to the end of the season. So, yeah, good win. Disappointing at the end of Juice Spence, who got sent off.
That's crazy tackle.
I mean, it was a straight red. There wasn't really any arguments.
Mr. Miyagi time, bro.
It was like a 6 minute of injury time, and now she's going to be out for. I don't know if it's 1 game or 3 games.
It'll be 3. That was violent conduct. It'll be 3 games.
There you go. So
3 games.
Going to be missing her. She's going to be a big loss because her partnership with Suman in midfield has been key to how we've been playing this season under Martin Ho. So yeah, not good at the end, but a good win against our London rivals.
It should have been more convincing though. Like you said, a lot of shots.
Loads of shots.
And
but not enough on target. I think we only have 5.
3 on target from 28 shots.
Crazy. And but look at the 2 goals that we scored of long ranges.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's one of them. We'll take the win, man. 3 points. We can't argue. And yeah, I think we've got next week. I think we've got Chelsea next. So we really did need to get to get a win in this game because yeah, I think we're going to segue eventually.
Yeah, we're going to segue now.
A bit of a wounded animal after their game.
They're going to be looking for revenge because they don't suffer what they suffered today. Like, that was a good beating that they received today. Like, I don't know, it's like you go on beaten for a whole year and then you have that scrappy defeat against Everton, which can happen every now and again. You try your hardest, you shoot as many shots as you can, and the team just wins a game. And then you thought, okay, they turned it around. They beat Liverpool 9, then they score 5, then they score 6, and it's like, Man City is the test. And I'll be honest, it was like ladies against girls. that's how it was.
Yep.
It was like ladies against girls because they were faster, they were stronger, they were quicker. Listen, the player of the match was Caroline, but the winger
Hemp.
She was a nuisance. Like
she always is. That's how she plays.
Yeah, that's how she plays.
That's how she plays, man.
She's non-stop. No, she reminds me of when I look. I always compare styles from whether it's male or female. She reminds me of McGinn. It's a similar like hunch running style. Never stops, up and down, but she's quick. Her feet are good, and she didn't stop. Like towards the end of the game, she was dead tired, but she got up and got on with it.
Flat out, running flat out.
City have definitely benefited from not having Europe this year, 100%, because Chelsea really haven't. And Chelsea they've got such a strong squad, but as I said last week, you don't know what side they're going to pick. It's like Sonia Bompastor has too many options. He doesn't know what the best combination is in certain games. And today, Man City put them to the sword, man. Obviously, Caroline was outstanding with her finishes, but I think there was a couple of... I think City's ability to press them and win the ball in high areas was the reason why a lot of those goals and those chances came about. And I think there was a couple of moments. You talk about Hemp, and I think there was another one with Midamar who done the same thing.
Yeah.
And you just see their ability to win the ball back high has been key to how they've played this season. But against one of the strongest teams in the league, you don't expect them to have done it so well. And as I said, Chelsea may be paying a price for Europe, but you got to give City credit where credit's due, man. They've literally put everyone to the sword this season.
You know what it is as well, though? Chelsea have won the league 6 years in a row. And sometimes that success can be also like your weakness, innit? Yeah. Like Marvin Hagley used to say, it's hard to go running when you're wearing silk pajamas. So where they've been used to winning and winning and winning, it's almost like you can take it for granted that you can just turn up and then just win. And then when you start to lose, you can have the kind of opposite effect. So the running games that they've had where they've lost to Everton, they lost to Arsenal last week. I know they're not all back-to-back, but then you come against a City who are hungry and who want to win and who are just out here just destroying teams. They're going to show who wants it more. And I know that they beat City at the beginning of the season, but in this game here, you just saw a City team that were just extremely clinical in what they wanted to do and dominant in their victory. Chelsea had like chances. They weren't just. They had like pop shots and things like that.
Yeah,
not clean. It's pop shots.
Yeah,
pop shots and things like that. And they did score a decent goal.
Or Thompson's, yeah.
Yeah, Thompson's goal was quality, but
it was a consolation by then, wasn't it?
It was. It was 4-1,
isn't it?
Made it 4-1.
Yeah. And then 4 minutes later, they conceded the fifth. Imagine.
But then but like I say, we're just seeing a team that wants to win the league, and as everyone's already said, they're benefiting from not being in Europe, so they're able to show their kind of their dominance and put Chelsea away and lay down a marker and saying that this league is pretty much it's theirs, isn't it? I don't see them losing the league from here. Not with the games.
To be honest, though,
left.
Chelsea did make a few mistakes that are not familiar to people. To be honest, when you look at them and the way they've approached the City game, there was a lot of kind of unsure in possession and just releasing the ball. Even there was one goal that they conceded where the keeper gave it to the centre mid, and it was almost like they had nowhere to go. So slipped, and then they're in again. So I feel like, when you're a champion and when you're kind of, your tails are up, you don't make the mistakes. You don't. You just put them in the channels and you kind of just alleviate all the pressure. But well done to City, man. They were clinical today, like Bevan said.
My worry for Chelsea is Millie Bright. I know she's a stalwart. I know she's like a leader of women, but I don't think she had a good season. And I've seen in some of these performances where they've not done quite that well, she's been a bit off it. I think they subbed her off at one point a couple of weeks ago because she was having a stinker, hooked and stinker, as they say. And I'm wondering whether, yes, she's like their leader, it might be time for possibly for them to move on. Yeah, move on from her. Obviously, they bought Germa in United States. She's the one that you're talking about for the third goal. She got bodied by Shaw. It's a bit of a slip and a bit of a off balance thing as well.
I've seen them giving us fouls as well, though. To be honest, like it could, if an attacker's over, I'm glad it didn't get given as a foul just because that was a 50-50 in my opinion. It was just Shaw was way stronger, but I have seen those fouls given. Do you know what I mean? In for the defender, the advantage of the defender because she was all over the floor.
I don't think you want to see those given as fouls though.
You don't, but I've seen them though, plenty of times.
But yeah, so well done to Man City because that was a very good performance. So the last two games of the game week, which we won't really discuss, but obviously do a little roundup. Brighton versus London City Lions, 2-1 to London City Lions. I believe Brighton were a goal up to start off with. Scored on 23 minutes. Then London City Lions scored on 36, and then Freya Godfrey with another banger, cuts in on the right, top bins on the left. I'm pretty sure she's right-footed as well. So really good goal to win the game.
See that she only scores bangers, bro.
Yeah, bro. So, and then obviously Everton, we were trying to drag them in to his relegation battle, but they're trying to pull themselves out. They've got a last-minute winner. Fernandez scores 2. Another one who they were winning, Aston Villa, and they got called back. And they end up losing the game. So, yeah, that is the roundup for the WSL game weekend. Been a really good weekend. But we move on. We move on to our player of the game week. And it's my last week doing the player of the game week, so I get the chance to say the name before everyone else does, because most likely everyone's going to choose the same person. So I'm going for the hat-trick hero, Caroline. I think she's now got more goals this season than she had in the whole of last season already. But yeah, good hat-trick. The third, was it a hat-trick goal? The hat-trick goal? No. The second goal was the second goal. Run from her own half.
And
the speed and the chip, hey. It was live. The celebration as well. They should have sat there on the floor.
Yeah,
like it's one of those two. It's either that or that.
Yeah, both. I think she'd done both.
Both, yeah. Aura she had quality. But yeah, that's my player of the week.
Yeah.
Are there any differences? Anyone picking someone else?
No, I was gonna pick Freya Godfrey, man, because she seems to consistently be doing bits for London City Lionesses, man. So I'm gonna give it to her this week for me.
Okay. So you two are both going with Caroline?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, I've already said my moment of the week. So my moment was the second goal. To have the energy and the speed to run from her own half, and it's almost like near the D of her own half to go through, and then the composure to chip it. Yeah, quality goal from a quality player.
Yeah, I'm gonna give her that. Oh, there's no better goal this week. I can't believe there will be anyway. It might be a better moment, but that goal was the best goal.
I don't know, That is a good.
She ran the whole finish. She made three quarters of the pitch and then dinked the keeper. Oof,
Leo might have one.
I said I wasn't going to do it, but I'm going to do it again. Sorry, but Vingberg's goal, I was like, oh,
he's done it.
I'm like, oh wait, hold on,
Bevan, what did I done to you, bruv? When you were out, when you was missing, I wasn't the one that was on your neck, bruv. Just remember that.
I'm not on you though.
You're a Tottenham fan. He can't help himself.
I'm not though.
That villain arc is ugly, bro. I'm telling you.
You know what? Just for this, I'm going for Olivia Holt instead. She got the winner. They were both screamers, so I can choose either one. But they were both bangers, so I'm going Olivia Holt. He can go Wimberg. It's cool.
See, I don't understand. I'm trying not to be a hater. I'm congratulating. You know what I'm saying? I've got nothing to give.
It's congratulations. I'll take it. It's cool.
Okay. So you have our player of the week, you have our moment week. But before we do finish, I'll hand it over to Bevan as he's an Arsenal fan. And potential first trophy, the first trophy of for Arsenal this season, so you're not trophyless.
Yeah.
World
How did your women do?
Yeah. Well, won the inaugural women's Champions Cup. Really was quite dominant, like in terms of the game itself. Should have been out of sight in normal time. We've given away. We've scored a goal, and then from their first goal, which was quite a scrappy goal, really. They've managed to score, and then we make it 2-1, and then give away a penalty in the last minute for them to score, but then bring it back in extra time to win the inaugural championship. So, I think that the league this season has been a bit disappointing, but it's always good to get a trophy, and especially when you're playing against teams around which meant to mean that the best teams in the world, really.
Goals wise, good goals. I saw the first goal from former Liverpool player. I will moan every single time you say her name because she should be one of our players.
She picked up the rebound neatly.
Yeah, she did. But the penalty, like, I know we talked about the Tottenham, like, on our previous show. For those who've watched that show, I know we talked about the goal that Solanke scored, and she kicks through. And I said, boy, if a defender does that to an attacker as a penalty, and lo and behold, defender smacks the back of the player's leg, and boom, penalty. But realistically, what was she doing? Like, you're not winning the ball there. Just stay, not even stay on your feet because she didn't go down. Just stand your ground. And you don't do that because 2-1, cruising, 2-2, and it was jeopardy.
Yeah,
poor decision.
To be honest, though, Arsenal did deserve to win that because in the first half they were at it. Yeah. I'm surprised they didn't actually. The keeper was on one for sure. So well done, Arsenal.
But to be fair, that's what we've been saying about Arsenal this season is about the finishing, innit? Because the game that didn't need to go to extra time. They could have been outside. But win the inaugural championship. It's another trophy. Hopefully, it can continue bring it into the Champions League this year, because I doubt see us winning the league because the way that City are playing at the minute, it'll take a miracle to overturn them.
Yeah. That's not happening. That's not happening. Okay. So, as you have it, you have our player of the week, you have our moment of the week, and we'd like to thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to hit that notification button and leave a comment. Let us know who your player of the week was. Let us know what your moment of the week was as well. And let us know anything else that we might have spoken about on the show. And don't forget, this has been the Armchair Pundits WSL Weekend Review Show. Thanks for watching. Peace out.